Mommy. Oh my God.
Hello, people.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. If you guys could just start posting where you're from while we set up and give some people some time to get on. Hey, Joven. Who else is on? Start commenting in the chat box. Let us know where you're from, what you're up to tonight. Hi, Natasha from Lincroft, New Jersey. Hey, Danielle from Middletown, New Jersey. Got a lot of New Jersey people on. Ah, Illinois. Hi.
Middlebrook.
New York. Where else? Where else are you guys coming in from? Hi, Jessica. Markeisha, you probably want to just refresh the link or get out and get back in.
Tarrytown, New York.
Christina.
Oregon.
Salem. Hey, Asha from St. Louis. St. Louis.
I think you have your mind on something else tonight.
Huh?
Do you have your mind on a Louis?
All right, 1 more minute until we get started. Nicole from NYC.
Dance till we get silly.
All right, I love that song, but it's time to get down to business. Now let's get started.
Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us tonight and finding out what Beachbody Coaching Opportunity is all about. We are very excited that you're with us tonight, and we really hope that we can answer each and every one of your questions. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Melissa Martinez. I am an events manager at a corporate real estate. Which should have probably left that for last because that's not really who I am. I am a mother to two beautiful children. I have a 22-year-old son and a 9-year-old beautiful daughter. Definitely both of them are my pride and joy. I am married to my high school sweetheart. We've been together for 24 plus years. Long time, huh?
Those my kids.
Yeah, and I think he still gives me butterflies, which is kind of weird, but he still does.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so what I should have said last was I am a 5-star event manager at a corporate real estate. I've been with them for 16 years. But let's talk about the good stuff. Before I joined the Beachbody, I was probably at my lowest low. I had tried every single diet, any operation, any needles, anything that you could put in your body to make you lose weight and get skinny. That's what I did. Obviously, they didn't work because through much searching and going online, I found my upline, Saudi Almonte, who had been losing weight, and I kept stalking her and realizing that she kept losing more and more weight, and eventually decided that I wanted to join her. Joined her with a Beachbody challenge pack by the name of Turbo Fire, in which I lost 35 plus pounds and drinking Shakeology daily. And my transformation was so amazing that all my family members, friends, coworkers would ask what I was doing. When asked what I was doing, I would give them my coach's phone number. She presented the opportunity of becoming a coach for me, to which I said no, because I didn't imagine how amazing this company was, and that when you love something this dearly, you take time to do what you need to do. So eventually I did join, and this has been the best thing that has ever happened to me because of Beachbody, I have met many amazing people. I am almost debt-free, and will hope to be firing my boss very, very soon in the near future. Audrey, you want to tell them a little bit about you?
Of course. So my name is Audrey Diaz Robles. I am a Star Diamond coach. I've been married for 5 years to my soulmate Alex. I'm a mommy to Ashton, who's 4, Adrian, who's 2.5. I'm a full-time employee for my family business. But what you guys should know is that it didn't always start like that. I had big aspirations in college. I said that I was going to work for Diddy. I wanted to be in the entertainment field. I wanted to be a marketing director. I wanted it all. But then I got to work and I saw what the real world is like when you work for a boss that doesn't really appreciate you, when you have so much work on your desk and your boss doesn't help you and instead takes all the credit for the work that you do. I remember being home Sundays crying because I didn't want to go back to work on Monday. And I was really good at my job. I want to stress that. I was really good at my job, but it just became overwhelming. It was too much, and I would be the first one there, but they wanted me to be the last one out the door. And it just got to a point that it was too much for me, and I had to choose, like, do I want to start a family or do I want to pursue this career? And I eventually quit. And I got to work for my family business. My family owns supermarkets, and I do the books for the business. So I do that full time, Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week. But I started to feel unfulfilled. My life, like I was able to start the family that I wanted to start. But, you know, I gained a lot of weight with my pregnancy. I was unfulfilled in my career because although I have the great flexibility of working for family, I wasn't being challenged anymore. So I found myself not feeling confident about myself anymore, not excited about my career. And then one day I remember I posted on Facebook that I was about to join a gym, but Malamars were back in season, which are my favorite cookie. And Melissa saw that post and reached out to my coach and told her to invite me to a challenge group. And I thought about it, and I kind of didn't want to do it, but I'm like, you know what? Realistically, I'm not going to join a gym. I'm not. I don't have the time. I have two small kids. I'm not going to do it. If I do this, then I might lose the weight and I might have someone to hold me accountable. And my first month in the challenge group, I lost 10 pounds and everybody was asking me what I was doing. And I was so excited about it. I was sharing it with everybody. Like, I feel like I Facebooked every pound I lost. And I was referring everyone to my coach, like, yeah, here, reach out to her, join her, join her. And then one night, my husband and I were talking about our bills and how we were living paycheck to paycheck. And that same week, I decided to become a coach, and a couple of days later, he lost his job. So paycheck to paycheck went to everything being on me by myself. And I'll tell you something about me. I am not the type of person that's going to whine and complain or ask other people for help. I'm the type of person that I'm going to see an opportunity and I'm going to make things happen. So I went into Beachbody all in because I already knew it was working. It was already changing my life. And I had so many family and friends join me, and I was able to never miss a payment, be able to provide for my family all the time that it took for my husband to start his own company. And you guys know that when you're self-employed, the business owns you. And a lot of times when you buy a business, you spend a lot of money in starting it up, and it's a long time before you're able to see a profit. So my Beachbody coach career has helped me keep our family afloat while my husband was able to start his company. Um, what you should also know is that I'm an introvert and a homebody. So if any of you are thinking like, well, I can't be like them, I don't know a lot of people, I don't know who I would invite, I run this business from my home and I'm shy and I've been able to be a successful coach. I'm also devout Catholic. I think that a lot of times when you look at this type of business, you might feel like you're being shady with people, like you're just trying to sell people, you're just trying to pull people in. But I would never do something if I didn't know it didn't add value to people, if it didn't improve people's lives. Because as coaches, I know we're serving people and helping them improve their lives. So that being said, we love to share. So let me tell you a little bit about Team Beachbody. So the company was created by Carl Deichler and John Congdon in 1998. And you've heard of amazing programs like P90, Tony Horton, P90X that came along, Chalene Johnson's Turbo Jam. These are amazing products, and people started seeing results at home. They're not these gimmicky products that you pop in a DVD and you might see results. No, these are for people that wanted to seriously commit to their health and their fitness and wanted serious results. And the users of these programs were seeing those results. And what happens when you find something that you love, you share it. And what they found was that a lot of people were going into the message boards and helping each other out and supporting each other and motivating each other. So that led them to create Team Beachbody in 2007, which is the network of coaches that you see today. So since Team Beachbody launched, we've seen an explosion of growth. So we've seen Insanity, like who doesn't know Insanity? Who doesn't know Shaun T? And Chalene Johnson with Turbo Fire. We've seen P90X2. We've seen Brazil Butt Lift. We've seen the Ultimate Reset. T25. I'm sure so many of you have T25 at home. The 21-Day Fix, an amazing program. PIO, Body Beast, Shakeology. They just keep coming out with excellent product after excellent product that is literally changing thousands of people's lives. And now we just launched Insanity Max 30. We are so excited about that. So since 2007, as you can see from this graph, we've exploded. Revenue has gone to $8 million to over $500 million in just 7 years. We're growing, and we're only going to continue to grow. And look at the growth of the coach network. In 2007, there were only 40 coaches. And right now, they're a little bit upwards of 225,000 because the demand for coaches is so large. So many people are trying these programs, especially come New Year's when those gyms are going to be packed and you got to wait in line for a treadmill. People want results fast in the convenience of their own homes. But people also need the support to get through the programs. That's why what we do as coaches is so important, and we're only continuing to grow. So what makes Team Beachbody unique is that we have the complete package. We have excellent fitness programs which are proven to work. We have excellent nutrition. There's nothing like Shakeology. And my first month on it, I didn't think I would continue, but I can't imagine what my life would be like without it now because it's just so easy and I know I'm getting everything I can in that one glass. And we have peer support. We are an incredible group of coaches that really care about people and about helping them meet their goals. And we have an incredible reward system because when you submit your before and after pictures into Team Beachbody for the Beachbody Challenge, you can make money off of that just by having a transformation, sharing it with people. So Melissa, I mentioned Shakeology. Can you tell us more about it?
Absolutely, Audrey. Like Audrey mentioned, Shakeology is by far one of the most amazing products that Beachbody has brought to the market. It is totally my healthiest meal of the day. For somebody who does not like vegetables, who doesn't eat all fruits, and doesn't get all the nutrition they need daily, everything I need in one cup. I've never had anything as nutritious. If you look at the following slide, this is everything that's compiled in Shakeology. These are all the ingredients. If I would sit here and tell you every single one of them, I'd probably be lying because there's so many that I can't remember them all. But can you imagine having all these ingredients in one shake and blending them? Do you know what it costs to actually go out and buy all the ingredients here? Well, guess what? You don't have to because Beachbody has been kind enough to us to go ahead and put it all in one shake. Shakeology is filled with proteins, vitamins, minerals that help us with hunger. It helps us control food cravings, antioxidants, and I'm sure all of you guys know what antioxidants are. Shakeology helps us detoxify our body and protect against free radical damage. I don't know if anybody on this webinar suffers from anemia, but before I started drinking Shakeology, I was highly anemic. I could not donate blood. And like I mentioned before, I am an event planner. I've been with my company for a very long time. And what I do is I host events in my building. One of them is a blood drive, to which I was never able to donate. I shouldn't say hardly. I was never able to donate blood. And I always would go just to test to see, how high my hemoglobins were that day. Obviously, the people who come to my center know me well. And after being on Shakeology for a couple of months, I sat, because they come to our building every 3 months, I sat in the chair and I was like, okay, poke me. And the girl's like, well, you can't donate blood. And your hemoglobin's so low always. I'm like, just poke me. Well, guess what? My hemoglobin was at 13.1, which is over the normal. So she was like, what are you doing? Couldn't believe it. After Shakeology, I have never been anemic again, knock on wood, and thank God. I have so much energy. I used to be the kind of mother that would come home, I would pick up my children, come home, and all I wanted to do was be a couch potato, sit on the couch and do nothing. Now I come home, and when I'm not meeting with my coaches and I'm not meeting with my challengers, I'm all over the place. I'm cleaning my house, I'm picking up, I'm doing stuff with my daughter, who's the youngest one. Again, Shakeology is full with amazing ingredients that we all need in our day-to-day life.
I just want to say, Melissa, that for me, the biggest change I saw was in my immune system. The joke used to be that my son would get a cold and I would get a fever because whatever he got, I got a lot worse. And I was so sick every time they got sick. And I remember my first winter on Shakeology, I realized one day they both had ear infections, double ear infections, sneezing and coughing in my face. And I realized, like, wow, I haven't gotten sick. And the only thing that was different was my Shakeology. And, as a mom, especially in the morning when you're rushing out and getting kids ready for school, having that one glass that is so healthy for breakfast, it's like perfect. You don't even have to worry about cooking up a meal.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that about the catching germs, because the joke in my house was that I was always sick. And maybe a couple of months, maybe 8, 9 months after drinking Shakeology, my husband literally came into our bedroom and I was like, and he says, do you know what I noticed? And I said, what? He said, you haven't gotten sick in a really long time. And I guess it really didn't hit me that I was always so sick, but I was always sick. I always had a cold. Something was always wrong with me. So yeah, Audrey, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah. And drinking it is believing. because we have a lot of people that are skeptics. But in the 2 years I've been a coach, I've seen people with IBS and Crohn's disease feel so much better because of the probiotics in it and what it does for your digestive health. I've had challengers with high blood pressure get off their medication because of Shakeology combined with clean eating and working out. So, you hear you hear that phrase that says that, you know, the least expensive form of medicine or something like that is to eat clean. And
Oh yeah.
Shakeology gives you that in a bag.
Oh yeah. And like they say, there's absolutely nothing in the market that matches the nutrition, the health benefits, and the dollar for dollar value. For less than $5 a day, you get the nutrition equivalent of $41 in a bag full of fruits and vegetables in one single glass. And for those of you who like to try things before you buy things, and I know I'm one of those people, um, Shakeology Beachbody offers a sample pack, and you can actually get to taste every single flavor or most of the flavors. I will tell you, as a coach, Shakeology is what keeps me feeling incredible and showing people how our products really work. Okay, so Shakeology alone isn't what makes Team Beachbody so amazing and unique. It's the fact that this company has a solution for everybody of every age and gender or any fitness level. Our catalog is full of fitness nutrition program guides designed to help anyone on any fitness level, like I said before. We have products for people who are just starting, for those who have been in the business forever, not in the business, I'm sorry, working out forever, for those who need to gain weight, lose weight. We have pre-workout energy drinks. We have vitamins. You name it, we carry it. Anything you need, we have. Okay. And speaking of results, this is what coaching is really, really about. Seeing these amazing success stories. It reminds me of what I do and why I do what I do. Being a Beachbody coach is probably one of the most rewarding experiences in the world. Our products are proven to work. They change lives of thousands of people daily. And my job as a coach, our job as a coach, is to support, motivate, and make sure that as a challenger, you are getting all the right products. And in the next slide, you will see transformations of our very own teammates and coaches. They are just simply amazing. If you see the top corner, that guy right there is my cousin. His name is Johnny. He had an amazing transformation. And right next to him, you guys will see who we call Mr. Al Butta, who's actually one of the cast members of the new Max 30, which Audrey will fill you guys more in later. Let me see if I can see the picture a little bit better. Then you see the wonderful Cindy Lau, who's today's her birthday. Shout out to Cindy Lau, who is one of the most fashionable moms we know. She's so freaking cute and had an amazing transformation.
Melissa,
Yes.
I'm actually being told that some people can't see the slides.
Some people
Um,
can't see the slides.
yeah.
Okay,
So I think that now when I'm speaking, they're able to see the slides.
okay,
So
so why don't you speak about this so they can see the slide?
yeah. So, like she mentioned, her cousin Johnny is in the upper left-hand corner, and that's the transformation that he's had. Next to Johnny is Al Butter, who's one of Insanity Max 30's cast members, so he's in incredible shape. We have Cindy Lau, one of our Star Diamond coaches. It's her birthday today, like Melissa said. We have Darlene, we have Dalisa. Um, Cindy in the bottom left hand corner. I can't tell the difference between my right and my left today. That's me right there holding one of my children, and me in the green dress, my after picture. We have Gabby over here before she had her baby, and look at the abs. And then Kelly, could you believe that transformation? Kelly has had such an incredible transformation with only Beachbody products that she was actually able to compete this summer. And that's her picture from the competition day. That's an incredible transformation. She's a mom. Look at her stomach, and she's a mom. That's incredible.
Yeah, Kelly is definitely one of the most amazing transformations in our group, not only because of what's happened to her body, but the person that Kelly has become. Kelly has become an amazing friend. We're family. She's my cousin, like I mentioned before. But now we've grown so much closer, and there's just so much love between us that I'm very, very proud to have her in our team. Um, as well as transformation, I get to help create, I keep saying I, because I think this is just mine, this is my baby. I get to help create success stories with my friends. Team Beachbody coaches are amazing people. We are a community of people that join together and support one another in the mission to end the obesity trend. Not only have I gained valuable friendships, I've gained the freedom to do what I truly, truly love, and that's showing people that they can achieve any goal or any dream that they may have. Now, you heard a lot about me and how Coach job is to help people, but you're probably thinking, what does that mean? I often get asked if a coach has to be in peak physical shape or a certified trainer. Let me clear up this misconception. A coach does not need to be fit. If you look at me, I have not gotten to the end of my journey, and I will never get to the end of my journey because I will always be doing a different workout and eating healthy. A coach does not have to be a nutritionist. You do not have to be an experienced salesperson. What a coach does need to be is be passionate and dedicated to helping others like Audrey and myself are, and helping them achieve their goals. They need to be constantly sharing how Team Beachbody helps us change our lives and change the lives of many others through building relationships and connecting with people to find out what their goals are and to determine which programs would be right for them. In addition, they need to be committed to being proof that the products work by using Team Beachbody programs every day, which we all do. That includes drinking the Shakeology that we so love and talked about for the last couple of minutes, and working out. Finally, coaches need to be committed to consistently improving and developing themselves. I don't know if you remember, but a couple of minutes ago I mentioned how Kelly had not only had a transformation from the outside, but her transformation was also inside. She has been able to communicate more with people, how to understand people a little bit better, and that's all because every single day as Beachbody coaches, we listen to personal development. And myself, I can't sit here and be a hypocrite and talk about how much Kelly has changed, but I have to talk about myself. I used to have a very short temper, and everything in the world used to bother me. Until I started personally developing, which was something that my coach asked of me, and I thought she was the one with problems and she was the one that needed to develop. And obviously, this has changed my life. It's changed my life with my family. I am more patient. My husband can sit here and argue about anything, and I'll just look at him with love and understand exactly where he's coming from. Whereas before, I probably would have jumped his throat. Mm-hmm. What else can I say? With my own kids, Audrey, you know this, with my own kids. My daughter broke my iPhone yesterday morning. And
her new iPhone 6.
Yes, and I get in the car and I was just like, and she looked so nervous. And all I can say was, honey, it happened. And she thought I was crazy. And she thought something was coming after. And the honest truth is that's how I felt. It's a phone. It's material. I can replace it. I'm going to cut my finger for the next couple of weeks until I go take it to change. But it is what it is. It's material. And none of this would happen without personal development. So basically, we learn how to set goals and help coaches stay focused on their activities and to help them and their business grow.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like I said earlier, when I became a coach, I had only lost 10 pounds. I wasn't even halfway through my journey. I was only in day 30 of my 90-day challenge. And that's a concern a lot of people have, like, but I haven't reached my goal yet. Like Melissa said, it's always a journey. We're never done changing. We're always on the mission to improve ourselves. And it's usually the people that are actually doing the ones that are motivating the others. Like, I am far more motivated by someone that might have 100 pounds to lose, but I see them going at it every day, than by somebody with the washboard abs. Because we're motivated by progress and watching other people trying. To me, that's what counts.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about what the benefits of being a coach are like. For starters, you get to set your own work hours. If you have a full-time job like Audrey, Delisa, and myself do, you might choose to spend a few hours working your Team Beachbody business on your lunch break. which is what I do. I work on my lunch break. I use my lunch break to communicate with my coaches, help out my challengers, and do whatever needs to be done for my business. And then I have what we call our power hour. So when I get home at night, after everything is done at home with my daughter, because let's face it, my son's 22 years old. I don't think he really needs me anymore, other than to ask where dinner is.
I can't believe
Um,
you have a 22-year-old.
I still do, and he's all mine.
It's the
Um,
technology.
his girlfriend would beg to differ, but he is all mine. Um, so basically, when I come home, that's really what I do. I spend a couple of minutes actually, with my daughter, doing her homework and doing whatever needs to be done. We go over the plan for, for her night, for her week, for whatever it is. We talk about whatever needs to be talked about. And then I have my power hour from 9 to 11, which is where I answer all my questions, which is where I invite people to join me, to have a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. So basically, I work my hours. Eventually, I will be working this full time, when I am able to leave my job, which is not very far in the future. Um, and the reason why is because I would love to have more hours with my family, and I would love to be there for my child when she comes out of school. I want to be the one to pick her up and not have anybody else do it for me. Again, but your hours, you get to choose them. Audrey will tell you a little bit about her hours and what she does, because all of us have different circumstances.
The great thing about being a coach is that you take this as far as you choose to take it. Whatever your goals are, whatever it is that you want to get out of it, it's on you. There are no obligations. For me, when I came in, obviously my family had a financial need, and I needed to make the most out of this that I could. My hours, I wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I work out because I need to make sure that my kids aren't up. When you're a mom and you have two young kids, you know how demanding they are of your time. So I need to get that done before they wake up. I check in with my challenge groups, I post on social media, and I get breakfast ready for my kids. I pack the lunch bags and I get myself ready. I go out the door, take them to school. I go to work. I drive an hour to work every day, and I use that time in the morning to pray and connect with God. On my way back, I do personal development in the car. To be honest, I don't even listen to music anymore because being a coach has showed me that the best investment of my time is when I'm investing it in myself and in others and growing. So my drive home is personal development, or I'm on the phone with my team, with my challengers. When I get home, that's family time. I put away my phone, and it's all about my husband and my kids and getting my kids ready to bed. When they're done with that, I'm back to working my business. Like I said earlier, you get out of this what you want, and I have big goals. My goal is to make this full time. I already earn more than I do in this part-time job than I do full-time. And I'll tell you one thing, these results aren't typical, but they are a reflection of what you invest into the business. So I've been able to surpass my income because of the time that I invest in this business. And like I said, I have all these things going on, but I still make it work.
Absolutely. And like Audrey said, the more you commit to your business every day, the more your business grows and the more rewards you can earn. Team Beachbody compensation plan is so well rounded. You have the opportunity to receive commissions for selling products to customers. You can receive bonuses for helping your team grow, as well as qualify for free trips. I don't know, for those of you who follow us, Dalisa and I actually just came back at the end of March from an amazing Beachbody cruise with our family members. I was able to take my little one with me. We had such a great time. We were able to wake up in the middle of the afternoon and go work out with celebrity trainers. I was side by side with Autumn Calabrese and working out with Shanti and Tony Horton. I mean, how amazing is that? You get to sit in a table where the CEO of your company is having dinner right next to you. Beachbody really is an amazing company. They go above and beyond to make you feel wanted, to make you feel appreciated. Audrey, Dalisa, and I also just came back from a leadership leadership training that we just came back from in September. September, was it, Audrey?
Yeah, September in Arizona.
Arizona, which was great. I mean, they spare no expenses when it comes to their coaches, and they really treat us like royalty. Like it was just so amazing to wake up every single morning and get to a conference room full of food, or if not food by the pool, like amazing stuff, and not junk. Shakeology in every single corner, fruits, eggs, everything you name it. They treated us to all that, all paid for by the company. These incentive rewards and recognition is stuff that you don't get at your current jobs. Well, at least I don't get at my current job. If anybody else here does, please raise your hand.
Yeah, I have never felt so appreciated at a job. And I tell my father that, and he gets mad at me, but it's true. I feel like every day I come home and my husband's like, "You got another box from Beachbody," because they're always sending you gifts for the work that you put into your customers and into your team. And I couldn't go on the cruise this year, but my trip to Cancun is already paid for in April, and I cannot wait to go.
Mine too.
They paid the trip. It's not like I'm paying a cent. They're paying the trip.
It's super amazing. So gratifying. Okay, and to help us earn those rewards, Beachbody provides outstanding support. As new coaches, there's no guesswork. You don't have to reinvent the wheel to get started. You simply follow a 7-day business quick start that guides us through exactly what we need to know in the first week of our business. And after that, we have the opportunity to get training daily and follow activities to grow our business. Team Beachbody also keeps us up to date on news and announcements through communications, like the weekly National Wake Up Call. Every Monday at 11 a.m. we have what we call the National Wake Up Call, which always has a coach talking about what's happening in the business, what's coming, our sales, and all that great stuff. We also have our monthly e-newsletter and the online breaking coach news feed, excuse me. Plus, we can follow Team Beachbody on social media for instant updates and messages to share and grow our business. And as a member of Leadwell Legacy, we have created an amazing new coach training, which you get to benefit of, and we teach you everything you need to know about being the best coach available. Okay, and our next slide. So, what to expect from our team. I'm sorry, Audrey, I went a little bit ahead. What to expect from our team? Well, if you're, like I said, if you're a member of Leadwell Legacy, what you can expect from us is weekly team calls. Every Monday at 9 p.m., Leadwell Legacy has a call with some great information. Like last night's call, we had it with our cast member of Max 30, Alberto Collado, who we spoke about before, and he was letting us know what Max 30 was all about, how challenging it was, and what it takes to do Max 30, which from what we heard and learned last night, anybody from any fitness level can do. And Audrey and I have decided that we will be modifying because there is a split screen. Like how I threw you in there. There's a split screen that actually has the modifier at all times, and you can look at what she's doing and still get amazing results. We have, let's see, we also have monthly team challenges within our team. We create team building events. We also do monthly leadership trainings where our diamonds get together and brainstorm, and make it possible to help all of our coaches, our new coaches, grow in the business. We have a Facebook team page where you can go in and ask any question and have one of our older coaches or somebody who's a little bit more experienced in the business respond to and help you out with any questions you may need. Another thing that we're very big on is recognition and accountability. I don't know about you, but I feel like everybody needs to get patted on the shoulder sometimes. Maybe it comes from being in a job where you don't get recognition all the time and where you could do anything and everything in the world and nobody even knows you're there. So this is what I love the most about this business, is walking into this page and being able to say, Audrey, you did such an amazing job. You are so wonderful. Because we don't get this every day, it's an amazing feeling to be able to do it.
One of my coaches is a stay-at-home mom, and she said that one of her favorite things is that, she doesn't get an award for making dinner on time every day. She doesn't get an award for the laundry. But to see her name up there when she helps save some lives each month, that's really gratifying,
I don't get awards either.
I wish. I get complaints.
I would be a 15-star diamond if that was the case.
But really, what we want you to know is that we nurture you when you come in because we know that it can be overwhelming and you might feel like a deer stuck in the headlights, like, where would I even start? But we hold your hand through every step of the process, and you have us. If the coach who invited you on this webinar, if you sign up with this person, they're going to hold your hand and tell you everything that you need to know to get started. They're going to show you what to do. They're going to plug you into everything that you need to know. It's just a matter of you following through and doing it, because lack of support is not going to be missing. All right, so I know you guys are all itching to sign up and get ready. So let me tell you about our options. Okay, so when you come in, you can either come in as a coach, or if you're ready to help people achieve their health and their fitness goals, or you can come in as a customer if you don't quite feel ready yet and you want to keep working on your own health and fitness goals. So let's say you want to come in as a coach. The best way to do it is to come in with a challenge pack. This saves you an average of $50 to $80, and the coach enrollment fee, which is $39.95, is waived. So what comes in a challenge pack? You get the fitness program, and you're going to get your first shipment of Shakeology on Home Direct. You're also going to get a trial month of Team Beachbody's club subscription, where you can log in and you have chats with the trainers. You have all these recipe ideas for the specific program that you're doing. So you're going to save money if you do it this way. This is the best way to do it. That's how I came in. That's how Melissa came in. Or if you want, you can just sign up with Shakeology on Home Direct, but you do have to pay the $39.95 coach enrollment fee. The third option is to sign up with the fitness program, and you still pay the $39.95 coach enrollment fee. Now, when you sign up as a coach, you do get a 25% off all future orders, but there's also a $15.95 monthly coaching fee. And that fee goes into the media and promotion and brand awareness. I mean, you cannot turn on the TV on a weekend without seeing an infomercial for T25 and for the 21-day fix. Like, it's everywhere. And everyone knows these programs because of so much that Beachbody invests into advertising and all the things that they do for us to help coaches be successful. So you have your media promotion, brand awareness. You have your personal websites where you can direct your customers to. You have your coach online office. Like, there's a world of things back there. It's your own office with email. They track your customers for you. Everything that you need to know about how your coaches are doing and everything is there. Information about all the products are there. They also handle the product warehousing. I know back in the day you heard of companies that you join and you have to fill your garage up with like soap or whatever. You don't do that with Beachbody. You don't have to carry the product. They do all this for you. So the customer goes to your site, they order their challenge pack, Beachbody takes care of the rest and delivers it to their doorstep. We have excellent customer support that's open 24/7. We have technical support, marketing support, communications, training, and success on demand. Whenever I need some personal development to do, I go into the back office and it's there for me. Another thing I want to say about that is, for those of you that come from a family of entrepreneurs or people that own their own businesses, and like I said earlier about my husband, the startup fee to start up your own business is huge. Think of if you wanted to start your own franchise, if you wanted to start, let's say, your own Chipotle, how much money do you have to put in? This is a legitimate business that you're building from home on your own time for only $15.95 a month. There's people in this business who are earning six-figure incomes because of their work ethic. Again, I have to say that those results aren't typical, but it is possible if you really invest your time wisely into the business. And all it starts up with is $15.95. Now, if you're just joining as a customer, which is also great, the best savings, again, is a challenge pack. You're saving $50 to $80 getting Shakeology and the program of your choice together, and the trial month of Team Beachbody Club membership together, as opposed to buying both of these things separately. Or you can just get Shakeology HD alone, or the fitness program on its own.
Okay, guys. So you're probably wondering, what's next? So what's next is in the next 24 hours, you should expect a call from the coach who invited you on this webinar, and they will be asking you the following three questions. What did you like most about the presentation? Does Team Beachbody feel like a fit that could help you achieve your goals? And which option appeals to you, coach or customer? And before we end this presentation, I want you to think about it. Think long and hard. What can becoming a Beachbody coach do for you? Is there anybody that you can help if you were a coach? Is there anybody's life that you would like to transform and help them end the obesity trend? What are your goals and dreams? Share them with us.
With that, we'll turn it over to questions. So we want to hear from you. You know, those questions at the end make me think so much about my journey and where Beachbody has taken me in the last 2 years. And I remember one day when like I said, we were living paycheck to paycheck, and my son needed new clothes. My 6-month-old needed new clothes, and his little pants were hand-me-downs from his big brother, and they didn't fit him well enough. Like, they were already short. And I was crying to myself because I'm like, wow, this week I can't afford to go buy him new clothes. And I felt like such a horrible mother. And if it wasn't for this opportunity, there's so many things that I wouldn't have been able to do. For example, my husband, he has this eye disease that the operation for it is not covered by insurance. So it was about $4 to $5 grand out of pocket for him to have this operation, or he was going to go blind. And this summer, thanks be to God and for Beachbody for giving me this opportunity, from one week's paycheck, from the bonus that they give to their Star Diamonds, and from what I earned that week, because we get paid weekly, I was able to pay my husband's operation. And it wasn't the kind of thing where I was scrimping and saving and putting money on a credit card. Like, no, I was able to go and say to the doctor, here's the money, and not having to owe a balance. And that's an amazing feeling. And every time I think about it, I really want to cry. It's an amazing blessing.
I remember
Melissa.
I'm sitting here remembering when you were contemplating that and how amazing you felt when you told us about it and how you had us crying, and the day of his surgery, how you were so excited. I mean, you kept talking about how you didn't know if it was going to be possible, how you would have done this without Beachbody. I have to say that I have lived a very frugal life, and I have always spend money on what I wanted. I never realized that there was going to be a future and that I was going to get older. Yeah, I do have a 22-year-old son, but I always thought I was going to stay 30, and I was never going to reach my 40s, which is happening in a couple of months. And I never thought about saving, and I never thought about tomorrow, and I never thought tomorrow would come. Yeah, we always had college funds for our kids, but we were living on paycheck to paycheck. We were living beyond our means, if I could say. And now I finally feel like I can actually live and save, if you know what I mean. I never saved. So now anything that we are going to purchase, we sit down as a family and talk about it. We're able to save for our future because, I'm not planning on spending the rest of my life working for anybody. And we actually plan, and like I said, I'm debt-free, which was never one of my concerns. I am not embarrassed to say in front of anybody here today that before Beachbody, I owed money up the wazoo. I owed every single creditor you probably could think of, and I had no plans of paying them whenever they wanted. It was on my time. And all that has changed thanks to Beachbody. Beachbody has changed my life completely. It has afforded me to be able to go on vacations that I can actually afford without having to use money that I didn't have, and then have to figure out on my way back from my vacation how I was going to come up with that money that I just spent for my mortgage. A lot of things, a lot of little things. Beachbody has been amazing to my family and I.
Yeah, and definitely we've become people that set goals. I know a lot of people that come into the team kind of just let their lives pass them by, and they don't even know where the days go. But we're people that take action, set goals, and want to move forward and help other people. And the incredible family that we've come into, people that we otherwise would never have met if it wasn't for this opportunity. So we see questions coming in, and don't be shy. Go ahead and post those questions or reach out to the person who invited you to this webinar.
Nicole, I see you asking how young in age can a Beachbody coach be? 18 years old. That's
Mhm.
what Beachbody requires. And let me see, Asha. I am already eating clean. Medium workouts. As Shakeology is added, what other products would you advise? Are you drinking Shakeology? I don't understand the question really well.
Yeah, I mean, Shakeology isn't only for weight loss, it's the health benefits as well. We have a lot of people who are in excellent shape, but the health benefits of Shakeology are amazing. Um, so you don't want to look over it until you really give it a shot to see what it does for your system.
Any other questions?
I think there are questions, but there's a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
By the way, I do want to mention something really exciting, which is that as we showed you earlier, Alberto Colado, he's one of the cast members of Insanity Max 30. Since he's our teammate and we are like super excited and psyched that we know this guy and he's about to blow up and be on every infomercial in the world next year, he's actually guiding us in a coach challenge group. So he said he's going to bring the pain. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing, but it probably is. So why don't you guys join us so that you can get in on this challenge group? I mean, you're going to have, I mean, we can't have Shanti, which you can meet him on one of our trips if you're a coach, but in the meantime, we have Al, who's like, to us, second best, leading us in this challenge group. I see a question. How long did it take you ladies to get comfortable coaching? Melissa, do you want to answer that before I go?
Absolutely. I have to be very honest and say, when I first started coach, I was 3 or 4 months into my fitness journey before I became a coach. But comfortable coaching, not until I really started personally developing, because I really didn't believe in myself. I was always very negative, and I never could accept a compliment. So I had to personally develop for a couple of months to feel comfortable and confident that I was talking to a challenger and actually giving them the right advice. So I'd say a good 4 or 5 months after I became a coach. So 6 months, I'd say.
For me, I started coaching off the gate. I was so excited.
You were a boring leader, Audrey.
I think that I had my second baby and I used to have a pretty nice body before. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I have this mom body and I'm just gonna have to be chubby for the rest of my life. I thought I had to settle for that. And like Melissa said, my husband would tell me I was beautiful, but I didn't believe it anymore. Because I'm like, look at me, like I'm squishy. Squishy was the word I used. So when I saw that my first week I lost like 2 pounds and then 5 pounds my second week, I was like, oh my gosh. And I was telling everybody, you have to join, you have to join. And coaching is really motivating. I mean that as a verb. We motivate people. So if we know we can do it, we want to tell everybody, you can do it. Just commit, set your goals, get it done.
Mhm.
Um, so for me, since I was already in love with the program, and there's so many programs to choose from, like Melissa said earlier, whatever your goals are, there's a program for that. So I just want to help people discover their potential. How long did it take you to customize, to get accustomed to using the Beachbody website? Um, it's definitely a world of information back there. But the good thing is that we also have resources to teach you how to use it, and we take you step by step. You don't have to be scared or overwhelmed by it. Actually, the training system we developed, that's actually the first day that we teach you how to go back in there and what you should check out first. Melissa, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I agree with everything that you just said. It's actually pretty, it's as easy as you want it to be. It's like everything else. When you first start at a job, you're not going to get there knowing everything. And it takes a little bit of time to get accustomed to. But the way I learned it was I would go tab by tab and look at everything that was of concern to me. And eventually now, I mean, you ask me now, I can probably tell you with my eyes closed exactly where to go and what to do. So again, it's like starting a new job. You're obviously, with time, going to pick up on everything you need to know. Not hard at all, trust me. And actually, when we went on the cruise in March, they were talking about they're coming out with this great system. It just takes a little bit more time to build because they want to make it that much more easier. And we have the FAQs as mentioned, where you can go at the bottom of the page and ask any questions that you can't find, any tab, and it'll direct you. It'll tell you, the FAQ number and where to go and what to do. And if you don't feel comfortable, chat with a Beachbody customer service representative or call the 1-800 number. They are open 24 hours and always available to help. Or hit up your upline coach that I'm positive that they'll be more than happy to help. If not, hit up your upline star diamond coach. Somebody's asking me a question private, and I'm not going to say names, but I will say really quickly. You say I intrigued you with my testimony on anemia. Um, I guess it was. I guess what more of what I wanted to do was that you guys all know that it's not like Audrey said, not only to lose weight. I could sit here and tell you 1,000 benefits of Shakeology, some of which you probably don't want to hear, and they're too many. It's TMI. But from getting my hair to being at its fullest ever, from having to cut my nails like literally every week because they don't stop growing. So you might be saying that you're eating all these healthy foods and you think you're doing great health-wise. However, there might be some ingredients that you're lacking, and they're in Shakeology.
100%.
And if that didn't answer your question, please do me a favor and friend me on Facebook, and I'll tell you anything you need to know about my journey with Shakeology.
Yeah. And my kids drink Shakeology. Christian, you just asked that. My 4-year-old and my 2.5-year-old, they love their Shakeology. I drink the chocolate every day with frozen bananas and peanut butter, and they can't get enough. Kara's saying that she's tried Insanity and she loved it. She wants to try Max 30, but what's the difference? Okay, from what I hear, because I'll be honest with you, Insanity was the program that I said I would never try because I hate cardio. I'm a weights girl. Now, that being said, Max 30 just came into my house today. I'm going to try it out tomorrow. What's the difference? The difference is that, first of all, the science is changing a little bit, and whereas before people used to think that you needed a 1-hour program to get results, now they're seeing that your body gets the maximum results in the first half hour. So Insanity Max 30 is a 30-minute workout. Now, here's where it's incredible. The fact is that every day is a fit test because maxing out is working to reach your body's full potential. So you're going hardcore for as hard as you can when you start, and you're going to see how long that takes you. So let's say you do it and you max out at 3 minutes. Nothing to be ashamed of. That's just how much you can tolerate. The next day, you have to go at your personal best again, and let's say you do 4 minutes. The next day, go a little harder, 4.5 minutes. So you're really pushing your body as hard as you can every single day. And at leadership, they told us that from the test group, it was like literally seeing just fat melting off of people. I can't wait to do it because I gotta look good for Cancun.
Me too. I'm with you, Angela. I can't wait. I'm super excited about the challenge that's going on with all of our coaches. We're going to have our own private challenge group between us coaches, and it's super. Everybody's purchasing their max. Most of them already received it. Audrey, I saw you received yours today. Exciting. My husband actually is committing to work out with me in the morning. We've been preparing by doing T25, which to me is a killer. So I can imagine what max is going to be. But I don't care because I am going to modify all the way, and modifying trumps sitting on a couch.
Actually, I'm glad you brought up the modifier because Danielle Katz, who's one of Shanti's best friends, She's always with him whenever he works out somewhere. She's the modifier in Insanity Max 30. And it was a question like, was she going to see results if she was modifying? And she said that she got amazing results. And even Shanti himself said that modifying, because he always tries every program before it's released, he'd put himself through the program. Even modifying, he maxed out before the 30 minutes. So there's something for everybody with this program.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you, Nicole. I'm so happy there's a modifier because I'm going to be crying.
Audrey, do you remember when we were sitting down at leadership and we kept saying, we're not doing this program, we're not doing this program, and then we heard all about the modifier and we were like, oh yeah, we're in. Super exciting. And the
Yeah.
best part is, like we said, we get to see Al in the cast, and not only Al, but even other teammates. We have 3 other teammates that are also part of the cast. So super exciting.
Yeah, yeah. And that's another thing. You're a coach, you have great results, they're going to put you in their videos. So that could be you as one of like Shanti's next backup workout people if you get incredible results.
Oh yeah.
All right, so any last questions, guys? I know we have to wrap up soon. Um, if we miss any of your questions or you think of anything else in the next 24 hours, please reach out to the person who invited you to this webinar. And think about joining us. Even if you just want to be a customer for now, that's okay. You can still sign up as a coach with the discount. There's no obligation to start doing anything, but why not save some money and join us in this coach challenge group with Insanity Max 30? Marquisha is asking, what's the best advice you ladies can give for someone who is nervous about becoming a coach? I just feel like I won't stay consistent. I find myself giving up sometime. And that's totally normal. When I first signed up as a coach, my actual first reaction the next day was, what did I just get myself into and how do I get myself out? You know, I was excited about the program, but how can I get myself out? But you know what? The support that I found from my team made me see every day that it was okay. And you just take it one step at a time. Like we said earlier, we have all the support in us. Whatever you need, we're here for you. The company's there for you. There's so many resources that you can access, and we won't let you give up on yourself. That's one thing that we have as coaches with the personal development. You don't even know who you are yet. You're going to grow so much that you're going to surprise yourself. I've certainly surprised myself. My mindset, the way I've grown, I never thought that I would be this person who sets goals and is able to stick to things. I mean, my life used to consist of watching TV every night like a couch potato after my kids went to bed. And now I find myself being a leader and helping people grow and reach their goals, one step at a time.
And Markeisha, if there was anybody in the world that never finished anything or was very inconsistent, that would be me. Um, I I guess that's the beauty of this business. That because you know you have people under you, um, expecting you to cheer them on, to be consistent, to help them, you don't want to give up, and it doesn't allow you to fail. I sometimes I'm in my bed laying down, and I'm so tired, and I've had a hard day, and I'm not going to work out because everything within me does not allow me to work out. But the minute I lay on my bed and I get on Facebook and I'm about to talk to my challengers and I see that they've all worked out, guess what? I hop off that bed and I start working out because if they're doing it, there's no reason why I can't do it. I mean, there's people in this business with deficiencies and they do it. They get it done. They work out. They can do it. Why can't we?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of times our challengers may look to us as the inspiration, but I get so inspired each morning when I wake up and I look at my phone and they're already posting their post-workout selfies. I'm like, wow, I gotta go do my thing because I can't let them down. I mean, you have this built-in support system that you can't drop the ball because you have a lot of people looking at you for their motivation. And then if you need that motivation, we're also there to pick you up. We're a family.
For sure. So I guess if you have any other questions, reach out to the person who invited you within the next 24 hours, and they'll be glad to help. If not, you can reach out to any one of us, and We'll be glad to answer any questions you have. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. Um, Again, thanks and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Ciao.